Hello, this is Mike Dolbear, and Laura from Drum Quest has been in touch and asked me if I would do this video for her website. I think it's going out onto YouTube. I've seen various other people doing this video, and I've also seen some of my students on this video. So the first question that Laura's asked me to answer is, what makes a good drummer? Bizarrely, that's quite a difficult question to answer. And the reason that is difficult to answer is because I think, first of all, a drummer has to be a musician. And a lot of people would be saying, well, what's the difference? Well, there's a massive difference, okay? Because argumentatively, you could say, was Ringo Starr a great drummer? But he was an amazing drummer, but he was an amazing musician. And the music is what we're all about. So playing music has to be the first point. Would Ringo Starr go and do drum clinics? Probably not. People would not be interested. But was he a bad drummer? No, he was an amazing drummer. So it has to be about music first. Music is the most important part about this. In the same question, you're asking me who inspired me, or who inspires me. Okay, well, that again, if I go back to the beginning, I studied mainly jazz from the beginning, and orchestral, and I remember being on an orchestral tour when I was 14, 15 years old, maybe younger. And somebody let me hear Elvis Costello for the first time, and it just blew me away. Pete Thomas was the drummer. I didn't know much about him at the time. And I just was so blown away how simplicity, but how strong and powerful it was. Stuart Copeland, I've talked about this before, was a huge influence on me because, again, that rawness and power that they were playing, the Police. So Stuart Copeland, definitely. Phil Gould with Level 42, again, would have been a massive influence on me. And then gradually I just opened my ears, which everyone should. You know, there's no such thing as bad music. You've just got to find lots and lots. So now, I mean, and again, I probably followed the same as everyone else. So the Gads, obviously Buddy, all those drummers, Steve Smiths, Dave Weckles, the list just goes on and on. Who inspires me now? Actually, honestly, everybody inspires me now because there's so much going out there. Sometimes I'm not into the music maybe they're playing or maybe where they're coming from, but the technical ability of a lot of these drummers, it inspires me. So everybody. Next question was advice to people learning to play. Well, first of all, the most important thing about playing the drums is have fun. We're playing music. Don't forget, that is what we're doing. We're playing music. Learning to play the drums and trying to improve, okay, is almost like a vehicle. You know, we're getting better technically, independently, so maybe we have more at our exposure when we're trying to play along to particular songs. You know, we may be able to say, well, okay, we want to play to this song, and actually all I need to do is an 8th note beat and I can play that, okay? Oh, hang on a minute, now I want to play to this one, and now it's 150 beats per minute. I need to have better technique, okay? So the first point is you've got to be able to have fun when you're playing music. That's the most important thing. Something I always preach to all my students now is that you need to learn everything, okay? You know, you can't say, I'm only going to learn this style. I'm not going to learn to read. I don't need to play to a click. I don't. You do, okay? If you want to get on, you need to do everything. There is no excuse. You know, we are playing the drums, okay? We haven't got to learn loads of chords. We haven't got to learn loads of melodies. We're just playing the drums. So it's important that we learn to do everything on the drums. You don't have to be a master of everything, but you certainly need to learn everything. Music changes so quickly. And so it's important that we have all that information and we take on all that information. But the most important thing is have fun. Get together with your friends, play some music, just have fun. Never ever lose what you're playing music for. Okay, well, most of us are now in lockdown. and it's taken us all by surprise, maybe. I've spoken to a lot of friends around the world that have all of a sudden just had their tours pulled apart from underneath them. And, you know, and we all are totally agreeing that this is a serious thing. We all need to do our bit, and that's the most important part here, okay? We're just making music, okay? We're not saving lives, we're just making music. But we use this time as a positive, because when are we, certainly my generation, one of the things that a lot of my friends have said to me and we've spoke about is, certainly in my generation, we've never ever been forced to have to sit still, stay in one place and do our bit. So maybe now's that time to be creative, get out books that we couldn't do before. It doesn't matter if you haven't got your drum kit or your musical instrument. There's other ways around this. Practice pads, you know, especially for drummers. We are so lucky. We don't need a drum kit. We can use anything to play. So maybe now, instead of thinking, oh, whoa, look at this as a positive. It is a positive because we can now learn to play. We can now become creative. I'm talking to the greatest drummers in the world and they're saying, it's brilliant. I'm now sitting down and I'm now learning to write some songs, or I'm now using this new software that I've never had a chance to do before. So it is a positive. We will never get this time back again. We hopefully in our generation will never have this situation again where we go, wow, do you remember that time when we had 6, 7, 8, whatever it takes, weeks of not doing anything except, so let's use that time. It should be positive. And the final one is, Laura said, a shout out for Drum Quest. I've got a shout out for everybody that does this sort of stuff, okay? I love drums, as you know. I set MikeDolbear.com up 21 years ago purely for the reason that I wanted to promote drumming and get more people playing the drums. Simple. That was it. No other ideas. There was no work that I was trying to push my name. Nothing like that. It wasn't about that at all. And anyone that's trying to do it, like you, Laura, it's great. Anyone that's trying to promote drumming and what we get, the joy that we get from drumming, is a good thing. So subscribe to her YouTube page, follow her on whatever platforms that you need to follow her on. Have fun, be nice, and like I said, we're just playing music. We're not saving lives. We're just playing music. So have fun, be respectful, and stay safe.